I didn't see you there. My name is Dawsley Daggy, and I would love to tell you a story about a band from southeastern Pennsylvania called Goings. Goings was built in 1784 by a man in a log cabin named Rex Ringus, famously known as Ringtail Howard.
I'm Keith.
I'm Chris.
I'm Keith and Chris, and we're Goings!
Yeah! How are you guys?
Well, Aiden was born in 1998. I was 2 years old. I was very happy to have a little cousin. Me and Chris met in school when we were about 11 or 12, and played music from the beginning. Wow. My first band was when I was about 9 years old with our guitarist on our record, It's For You, Kyle, when we were in summer school. We were called WSI. We might still be on Pure Volume.
First real band I would say was with Kyle as well. Keith and I have had our separate little projects growing up, you know, being in middle school and just hanging out, playing music. And then eventually we joined forces and we all started a band, Goings, with Kyle. And that's what you hear on the record, It's For You.
What was your first
This isn't my fault, Chris. I was asking you a question.
I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at myself from above, judging. First show, it was a Switchfoot concert at the TLA in Philadelphia with my dad.
First concert was the Monkees. What a shock.
Mine was when I was in 7th grade. We had tickets to see my favorite band, Rise Against. 4 Year Strong was supposed to open, and we also loved 4 Year Strong. But I had a baseball game, and me and my brother were supposed to go, and my brother was like, come on, like, when's Aiden gonna leave this baseball game? When's this game gonna be over? By the time we finally leave and get back, we missed 4 Year Strong. My brother was pissed.
And this is before you were into 4 Year Strong, right? Like that would...
No, we like them.
Oh, really?
Oh,
okay. I got my first snare drum when I was 4 years old, but my first like real instrument was drums. I got my first drum kit, a junior drum set, when I was 5. Got my first lesson when I was 6.
Wow.
And, you know, I kind of just picked up other stuff from then on. Snowballed.
My grandmother got me to try to teach me how to play piano, and she tried to have me do piano lessons when I was really young. But there was a drum set in her basement, and that's what I gravitated towards early on. And I would just go down there and start playing and be like, well, I kind of like this, like better than that.
Yeah.
So
How long did it take for them to realize, like, screw the piano?
I don't know. Probably like a matter of like 3 times.
Oh, okay,
I went down there and I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe I should try doing this.
Yeah, I picked up the piano in like 3rd grade. I saw the one character from Full House play the keyboard in a Full House episode, and like I was really fascinated by like you get so many of these goofy sounds. So I really wanted I didn't want to learn the piano. I wanted to learn like I wanted a keyboard. But then, you know, when it was time to learn it, we got me piano lessons, and I had to learn the boring end of it. But then it wraps around, and now I play synthesizer, and it's kind of like all back to the, you know, I'm using goofy sounds.
So there was this punk house in Philly called Cloud City, I think it was called. It was also the first time I got drunk ever. It was my freshman year of high school, so we're talking like 2010. House shows were never like this one. I mean, like, there was the singer of this band was like wrapping his arm in fucking barbed wire and shit, and was like running around and screaming.
Yeah, my first one was I think the Golden Tea House in Philadelphia. I think it was Sorority Noise. Might have been
there.
Yeah, I think you were there.
I think my first house show actually wasn't a house show. It was more like a local show at an amusement park at Six Flags in Jackson, New Jersey. Kyle and I went to see this band called the Cretins. They're like a band from New Jersey, kind of like pop punk.
Wow, yeah.
And we were like really big fans of them from like MySpace, because they had like music on MySpace. So Kyle's mom drove us to Six Flags, and we wanted to see them more than we wanted to ride their rides. We were like waiting around for like when they went on.
Yeah.
And there was like this big outdoor stage. I think it was like Live and Local or something. But yeah, that was like my first
Six Flags.
My first local show.
Like probably like all my brother's bands that he was in. Well, he was in like a bunch of hardcore bands. It was mostly like the same band, just with different names. Their most recognizable name was Against It All.
I think I'd have to say Modern Baseball. When I first heard Modern Baseball sports, like I never stopped listening to it. And that's what really made me, I was like, oh my god, like so many cool bands are playing like just like, 20 minutes away in Philly and everything. So
I'm gonna have to go with a band called Phantasm. They are around the Philly area.
Yeah,
and we actually, on my first band with Kyle, we actually played a show with them at the Media Coffee Club. It's not even there anymore, but there used to be this little coffee house that had shows in Media, PA. And it was just so cool. Like they had like a bunch of cool effect pedals, and like they would loop stuff during their live set. And the thing that really sticks out to me is they would just all immediately, as soon as they were about to play, take off their shoes, and they were just like a sock band. Like, I mean, we're just gonna refer to it as the Cat Piss Lounge. We went to Ohio, and it was just a crazy story because when we got there, all of the bands that were supposed to be playing were just an iteration of one guy and his band.
and his roommates,
Yeah, and his roommates.
the people that lived there,
And the dude was just covering like
snowing songs.
snowing songs, and
Yeah.
then like it was crazy. Like he like introduced himself like, "Hi, I'm John Gom" or whatever. Like
From Snowing,
Yeah,
but it
from
wasn't
Snowing.
him. And like I don't know if maybe he was like this band from Philly is gonna love this, and like this Philly crowd, there was no crowd because it was just this dude's weird house.
Dude, like
I'll do my best to live my life without regret.
So we played to him, and then he played to us, and it was very uncomfortable.
And the funny story that when we were coming back from that little weekender, we actually saw John Gom walking down the street in Philadelphia, and I stuck my head out the window. I was like, "Yo, John!" And like he looked and he acknowledged me.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of funny because
We saw the
we
imposter.
saw the dude.
An
We
impo-
actually saw.
Yeah,
There's-
after seeing an imposter.
Well, if I could see any band reunite, living or dead, I would probably have to say Commodore, Ham Slice, and the world-renowned Stars of Invention come back for one more show from the dead. That would be really nice. Welcome to the Black Parade.
Do you have an answer?
Honestly, no. I don't. I hate music.
I mean, Paul McCartney. I would have to say Paul McCartney. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Don't be sorry.
I'm sorry,
for the
guys.
collab. It's just a collab, right? You're not replacing us.
God, I'm sorry.
I'll say Kenny G for some sax.
Maybe like Thomas Arak of the Fall of Troy, because
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
big Fall of Troy guy, and I don't know. I love everything that they do.
Dude, you would be able to rip on one of his songs, dude. That'd be so
I could
sick.
kill it. I feel like I could kill
You
it.
could definitely kill it.
Yeah. And that man was me.